All right, guys, I have another question. If you guys could rewatch any movie again for the very first time, what would it be? Would you like to go first, Corey?
I would like to go first, and I have two answers, and one of them is breaking the rules.
It's fine.
So I'm going to go with the first answer that's not breaking the rules, and then I'll elaborate on the second one. I think it would have to be Parasite, just because of there's so much shit going on that, you know, is really good and follows the plot, and then there's just such a twist that you don't expect. And I think just the initial shock factor is just something I would like to relive again. And then just as a whole, it's just such a great movie that I would like to watch it again for the first time. Because it truly is an amazing movie. And if you haven't watched it, go watch it. My answer that's breaking the rules would be the original 6 Star Wars. And that's 6 movies in one. And so I didn't want to have that as my only answer because that's a whole series. But I would like to watch it, you know, not knowing that Darth Vader is Luke's father. And watch it from the original 3. Watch that first 3 and then see the twist and then watch, you know, Luke Skywalker's whole background. I think that would be an insane experience. But, you know, all my life, I was born after all this shit happened. So, you know, I already knew that Luke was.
Right. Yeah.
So I think just watching that whole thing without knowing would be an insane series to
I feel
watch.
like that's the way everyone's got to watch it for the first time.
Yeah,
Like,
especially if you don't know.
If you have a kid and you're trying to show them Star Wars, you got to show them 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's
then
how.
any time after that, just start from 1.
That's how it was intended to be watched. You know, that's how it was originally made. I like the answer a lot. I wasn't thinking that route. Like, I wasn't thinking of like, you know, series and sagas and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I think
That's why I came up with the real, just like one series, like one movie answer, and then I had the series answer because that is my true answer. Because not knowing that twist would be insane.
Yeah, I think those are great answers. The movie that comes to mind, and I've said it out loud before I even we thought about doing this for an episode. Mine is La La Land.
Yeah,
I think from the doubt I gave that movie for a long time, and just like not wanting to watch a musical, not wanting to watch this type of romantic movie. My friends telling me how great it is and me just not believing them, and then going into it with a kind of a blind eye and not really knowing other than what my friends were telling me, and just the way I felt when the movie was over, and just the visual beauty of the movie, and the way the story is concluded at the end, and the way I just felt at the end. I think I just said that, but I would love to feel those emotions again. And I mean, every time I watch the movie now, it's still great, but the way I felt after the first time was just different. And I would really love to experience that again. And I watched Singing in the Rain for the first time a few months ago. Kind of felt the same way. It's a little different. It's a little older.
yeah.
But yeah, that was my original thought. I have a few more, but I'm gonna let you go before I continue, Mike.
I got you. Want all of mine or just
do one for now.
Yeah, no,
But La La Land was definitely in consideration for me as well.
that was before I get into my one. I wish I could watch La La Land a different way for the first time because I used it as a background movie.
Damn.
I remember I was doing homework and I used it as a background movie, thinking it was just kind of like a throwaway. And I wish I watched it a different way the first time. But my first one, I'm going The Batman, the newest one. Just purely off of like the experience I had going to watch that in theaters. That shit was unbelievable. I felt like I walked out of that movie theater a new man. That 2.5 hours of that movie felt like a
3.
solid.
Yeah, it's a long ass movie.
It's 3 hours.
It felt like 30 fucking minutes.
I almost
for me.
fell asleep during it, if I'm being honest, because I had no sleep before.
That movie felt like 30 minutes for me. I knew it would be good just based off of the trailer. I went and watched it. I was excited for it. Everyone in the theater was locked in, and I walked out feeling like a completely different person. It was ridiculous.
It is one of the ultimate cinematic pleasures.
Sure.
The sounds and visuals in that movie are pretty fucking good.
I definitely want to rewatch that movie.
I want to rewatch it too.
so good.
I've been wanting to rewatch it ever since I watched The Penguin.
I'm waiting till the second one is.
Did you watch Penguin?
I have not. I need to watch
You
it.
so
got
fucking
to. It's
good.
fucking
It's
incredible.
so fucking good.
And since I watched Penguin, I was like, bro, I gotta rewatch Batman. But yeah, it's a great movie. I actually fell asleep the second time I watched it. So I went, watched it the first time. I went and watched it with Nate. We both really loved it. And then I went and played golf with my friend Mason. And we were in like Fort Pierce or like West Palm Beach or something, somewhere down there. Played golf, and he lives down south. I live here, so we would always like meet places and play golf. We play golf. Then he goes, "You seen the Batman yet?" And I was like, "Yeah, I seen it." He's like, "I haven't seen it. You want to go see it?" I was like, "Sure." Mind you, we just fucking played a 4-hour round of golf. We go in there. It's like 10 minutes into the movie. I'm like, bro, I cannot fucking stay awake. I'm so fucking tired. I sleep for 2.5 hours. I wake up in the final 30 minutes of the movie, watch it. I look over, like, and I didn't really care because I'm like, I already seen it. Like, I could still talk to Mason about it afterwards. I go, "Yeah, what'd you think?" He's like, "I ain't gonna lie, bro. I slept during the whole movie." I was like, damn, bro.
It is a really good movie, but if you are running on very low sleep or you just exerted a lot of energy, you probably will fall asleep during it. I will say that.
I can't relate. I was locked in that entire.
No, I mean, if I
yeah.
hadn't played a 4-hour round of golf, I would not fall asleep.
It's an amazing movie, but you got to be locked in. Otherwise, you might.
It's definitely a slow burn.
It is a slow burn.
It's a slow burn. Which,
It's a slow burn though.
yeah, that's a good answer though, Mike. That's a banger. So the second movie I actually wrote down on my list, which is pretty funny because, I thought a little bit about this throughout the week. We talked about this question, and I had some thoughts. And I watched Shawshank Redemption today, and I thought to myself, I would really love to watch this for the first time again. Like, just the plot twist is so unexpected in a different way than Parasite, but it really is. Like, they build it up to this conclusion to where you're like, I don't know how this movie's gonna end. Like, you're 2 hours into the movie, like I don't know what's gonna happen.
And they lead you to believe that he's gonna end his life.
Leads you to believe he's gonna kill himself, and then Andy Dufresne, the goat of all goats, just breaks out of Shawshank, and just the emotions that movie gives me, and the like just perfectly crafted storytelling, in my opinion, is just I would really love to watch that movie again for the first time. So that's another one I got. I got any more? I got like 2 more.
I also got 2 more. You got any more?
No, I don't. I technically had 7.
I got 2 more. I could go. You want the heartfelt one first, or you want to leave that for last?
I would do heartfelt.
I
now.
wonder if we have.
Leave it off on a good note.
You want to do heartfelt last?
Yeah, we'll do heartfelt now.
Well, you said leave it off on a good note.
Yeah, okay, we'll do it last.
Just do whatever one you want,
All right.
bro.
So second one, not the heartfelt one. The first Spider-Verse movie. I'm going off another movie theater experience, another day-long experience. That day was so fucking good for me. I wanted to see that movie so badly, and I was scheduled to work. I called my job and I'm like, "Yo, I'm sick. I'm not coming in, dude. It's not gonna happen." I went and saw that movie. I went and saw the first Spider-Verse. There were like maybe 7 total people in that movie because for some reason a bunch of people thought it'd be terrible before it came out. Remember that? People thought it'd be awful. And I went and saw it, and I loved every second of it. And I don't know, I wish I could relive that day again because it was just awesome.
Yeah, I didn't think about that movie, but I remember the first time I watched Spider-Verse, I rented it on like Apple or fucking iTunes or whatever, and just watched it at like fucking 11 a.m. one day randomly. I watched it after you were the one that recommended it to me a bunch of times. Maybe both of you guys in the fucking in middle line of Forverse like recommended it to me. I was like, okay, I'll watch it.
I remember watching both with Mike in theaters.
Yeah, I showed the first Spider-Verse.
The second.
The first.
I watched the
Spider-Verse,
second one with both of you
Apartment.
guys in theaters.
I watched it twice with Mike.
Yeah, the first Spider-Verse I showed Corey.
Did we
in
both watch the
Apartment.
second one twice in theaters?
We might have.
I think we did. We definitely did.
I think we did.
I
Like a
remember
week
watching
apart.
it twice with Mike.
But the first one, I'm talking about the first one. The first one, when I watch it, you guys, maybe both of you guys recommended to me in the middle line of Forverse. I was like, whatever. And I just remember watching it. It's just like this, like very like powerful, just like you've never seen an animated movie like that before.
Yeah.
Just
So
like
good.
just so intense and so just like I felt like I was on like fucking meth watching this movie.
Everything
dude. It's
about
like,
it was so
like it's so different,
like-
so unique.
The visuals are weird at first, but when you get like used to it, you're like, "Wow, this is fucking awesome." The
I didn't-
soundtrack is like,
Yeah.
I've been saying a lot of things are Mike type things. That soundtrack is the most Mike soundtrack I've ever heard in my life. It is fucking like, it is like that and that the animated Ninja Turtles movie. It's like they just fucking tapped into my playlist and just took one.
I mean,
shit
that
out
uses
of it
the
and threw
same
it into
kind of
a movie.
animation style as this too, so
yeah.
it really does feel like it's a part of it. But the Spider-Verse movies, the animation style is different, but it's very unique, and then they're able to tell a story in the way that most like live action films are able to tell a story, which sets it apart from other animated films. And then soundtrack also sets it apart from everything else as well. It is a very good movie.
Incredible.
And if you haven't watched it, you're crazy. And
Yeah,
you should
it's-
watch
that-
both of
that-
them
that
back to
movie-
back in the same day.
The Spider-Verse movies are a fucking must-watch.
That would be
Maybe-
actually, if I could go back, I'd watch those back to back in the same day without watching either one.
They better
That'd
not fold on that third one.
I mean, they're taking fucking decades
I
to
know.
make
Yeah,
it. They,
I'm
because-
okay with
yeah.
them taking forever because if they rush it, it's gonna be terrible. If they take forever and it's good, I'm okay with it.
I'm
If I'm
kind of concerned with how long it's taking.
I'm okay. I'm alright with it. If I'm 30, like fucking 8, and that movie comes out, and it's good, I'm cool with
I'm
it.
not.
That would be
you're
insane
bugging,
if
bro.
it's-
That's 15
Yeah,
years from
like
now,
what
dude.
the hell?
If it's good, I'm fine with it.
I mean, you ultimately.
I agree.
Ultimately,
obviously.
you're right. Like,
But
when that
15
day
years would
comes-
be insane
It'd be
for them
insane,
to do
but
that.
if they put it out next year and it's terrible, I'm gonna be so fucking mad.
I'm gonna be a little annoyed if they don't put it out next year. It's been so long,
I don't know, but
and they left on such a huge cliffhanger.
massive.
I keep seeing shit they haven't even started the voice recording.
I
for
might
yet.
I might even rewatch both those movies fucking soon. Not tonight because I'm gonna
They
go to
are,
bed.
yeah, maybe the best animated movies ever.
They're good.
Yeah.
Another animated movie. That is another movie I wish I could watch for the first time. Is probably Up.
Yeah.
Like I just the first 10 minutes when there's that montage
Yeah.
of Carl and his wife and the ultimate death of his wife. No dialogue, no words spoken. Like it just hits you like a fucking brick right out of the gate. Like that feeling of watching that for the first time was pretty. I don't know, especially watching a Pixar movie,
Yeah.
dude.
I
It's like-
agree. I think, I watched it as a kid the first time, and I think I truly didn't understand everything that was going on. And I think being able to watch it like right now for the first time would hit on a different level.
That movie low key set my standard. Like that's the type of shit I want. Like just two motherfuckers love each other, going on adventures all the time. That's it.
And I can't even fathom the thought of just being that old and, the person you love and you've loved for 60 plus years just, not with you anymore.
It's very scary.
It is very scary.
It's very scary.
That's
And
a
they
sad
thought they thought that was a good idea to present to children.
And it was.
It was.
a
It was
banger ass
good.
fucking movie.
Yeah.
Talking dog.
Talking dog.
Doug.
I'm telling you,
Doug Days.
Doug will be my dog's name, bro.
I can't believe we were watching Doug Days. What movie did we even watch before that?
What did we? That was so.
Was it
random.
Avatar? I think it was.
It was,
I think it
bro.
was the
Because
first
we were about to go
Avatar.
watch Avatar 2. Were you there, Mike, or was it just me and you?
No, it was me and you.
I don't even think I
We started watching
Avatar
Doug
yet.
Days
Yeah.
because it had to be
We
Avatar.
watched Avatar 1 and then we watched Doug Days after.
It definitely had to be Avatar because Avatar is also on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So we watched Avatar, then the first thing popped up was like Doug Days. Like, yeah, we're
And
running
we watched
this
like the
bitch.
first 2 episodes.
Did I watch
And then
Avatar?
Corey was like, all right, I'm a dip.
Did I watch Avatar 2 with you guys?
yeah,
Yeah, I think Kyle was there too.
Yeah, I was trying to remember who I watched it with.
We had a lot of people. Me,
good.
you, Kyle, Gabby, us
Kinda
two,
mid.
Kane. Avatar 2?
It was good.
That's one of the few movies I actually teared up at. I don't cry a lot, especially during movies, but that one I actually teared up at.
Avatar 2 was pretty legit. I liked it. You always do that, Mike. You be saying like that movie's really good, that movie's mid, and then you look at your fucking letterbox rating
It's
and
5
it's like
stars.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna look at it real quick.
Bro
actually.
always
I
be
wanna
doing
know.
I think I
that.
gave it 5. I think I rated it like a 95 out
I
of
think
100,
I
98 out of
I gave
100.
it 4.5.
I gave it 5, I'm pretty sure.
I gave it.
But yeah.
This dude's. What might give it?
I gave it 4.
Oh. Well, at least you.
Buck also gave it 4.
What I give it 5?
I don't even think I gave it. I didn't even give it a review, so that's how you know I knew it was mid.
Yeah, I
No,
gave
I
it 5.
always give
You
shit
gave
a
it
Corey gave
4.
5, King
Yeah,
gave
you gave it 4.
5.
Buck gave it 4. I gave it 5.
Kyle gave it 5 too.
4 no review, and I always give shit a review.
I give it a review. I don't even know what I wrote.
You said I
wrote-
see you with the
Something
handshake
that
review.
happens for me
That
is
must have
in
been a
every
quote, 'cause that don't
movie
even
or
make sense
show
to me.
I watch, my favorite fucking character dies. I never I tend to like the favorite character
Oh,
or the main character a
shit
lot.
did die.
But I always like a side character and they always get fucking clapped and it's so ass every time. Every character I like just dies. It sucks. And every goddamn show or movie, they die.
Yeah. Yeah. You got any more?
Yeah, we
What's
wanna
your
go-
lighthearted one
You want to go my heartfelt one?
or heartfelt?
there
Not
is no
lighthearted.
other
It's the
one.
opposite.
It's true. Well, I was stuck between 2 that are heartfelt, but I want 1 or 2.
We'll just do
It'll
one.
be the last
Just
one. I
one.
say.
Just one. Just
The
one.
last one.
Jurassic Park.
I I haven't seen it in so long I can't even remember.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy one to choose.
So Jurassic Park.
Let us know.
Because that was one of the first movies my dad ever showed me. It was one of the first movies, or it probably was the first movie that got me like kind of obsessed with watching movies. I remember he took me out of my room. He grabbed me by my shoulders and he took me out of my room and he walked me in the living room and he sat me down on the couch and he said, "We're gonna watch this." I'm like, "Okay." And we sat there and we watched Jurassic Park and I was just eyes glued to the TV for the entire movie and I loved every second of it. And I don't know, that's pretty much all I got on that. But that's I would love for that again.
Like that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. That's what got me into watching movies and made me love movies.
That's a very good answer.
You know, I am going to change my answer on the spot, not what I wrote, because of what you just said. It
Off
kinda
script,
just, like,
folks. Off
it
script.
kind of just like gave me a thought and a new perspective of like, you know, I know this wasn't y'all's like favorite movie, but I'm gonna probably say Shutter Island because that movie was like the movie that really like changed my whole perspective on movies. And the first time I remember watching it with my brother Kale and like my best friend Jack, we watched it at Jack's house and bro, we talked about it for hours, dude. Like we watched the movie and we sat there and just talked about it for hours. And I don't know, bro. We watched it so many times together after that, probably at least 10 times after that. Like the three of us were just like, oh, we just got done hooping at 2 a.m. Like, let's go inside and shower and watch Shutter Island. And we watch it just randomly and then talk about it. And then we'd like change our opinion on it and like this and that. So like to live that time with my two friends and like watch that movie again, I think would be pretty fire.
I mean, that's part of the reason why I like Babylon so much is because, you know, I had that phase when I was younger where I always watched movies, like mainly Pixar movies. But then, you know, I had a big break where I was just watching TV shows. And then, you know, us three go and watch Babylon in theaters. And I'm like, this is the best shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, this is insane. And it, like, you know, just gave me a new perspective on it where I'm like, you know, movies are fucking sick. Like, I think there's just so much to it that, you know, there is to like. And then, you know, this movie Babylon is just showing all the early factors, like, to it. And I think that, you know, changed my whole perspective.
Yeah.
I agree. And I thought about doing Babylon, but it's not no crazy twist in it or nothing that I would care to relive. But I do think it would be a good point. Like, if it was a day where we're choosing to go back in time to rewatch it, then, you know, it's definitely one of those because it made me, you know, respect films more and, you know, get more into, you know, everything about movies and care more about movies.
I like that we had kind of three different like eras of movie there.
Yeah.
Like I went Jurassic Park, Shutter Island was like
Like it's just
2010.
more recent, and then I went fucking way back.
Yeah, like 2020s, 2019.
No, I went way back with the OG Star Wars.
Oh, that too, yeah.
And then I did Inception.
There's a lot of good movies out there, bro.
Yeah, there's no wrong answers to this question, and then everybody has their own, you know, different perspectives and experiences that make them choose these movies. So, you know, let us in the comments know what movie you wish that you could see for the first time again.
Movies are so fucking cool, dude.
Yeah. You know,
They're so cool.
Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, share with a friend.
Later.
All the above. Love you guys.
Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.